Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, TLC Beauty. Hope everyone is doing great when you are watching this. In case you are wondering why I have half of my makeup done, or at least my eyes, I want to start a new series on my channel for Foundation Fridays. I have got so many different foundations yet that I need to test and review, and I really want to demonstrate them and capture them on video for you guys. Instead of just like a full face get ready with me, I kind of want to do like just focus on the face with the foundation. So therefore I already did my eyes, I did my brows, and I'm just going to do the foundation and then everything that I would on top of it to kind of see how it would normally set and give you guys an honest opinion. So for today's foundation, we are doing the Wet n Wild Photofocus Stick Foundation, and I have the shade Soft Beige. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face the way that I normally would. I've been really enjoying the Smashbox primer water, so I'm just gonna simply spray my face. Kind of let that set for a few moments and really let everything get in there. And then I'm finishing up the Tarte Poreless primer. I am about done with this. Just when I think that I am almost done, I just keep getting more and more and more coming out of it. So this is in my project pan for 2019. So I've got a decent amount, and I am just going to put it everywhere that I would normally put my primer, just to give the foundation a fair chance and really kind of get it in there. In case you're wondering if I'm looking off to my right, I do have my mirror here. That way I can kind of see where everything is going, but you guys can actually see how I'm applying my products as well. And per usual, when I do my face, I do put my little cat ears on. That way it just keeps all of my hair out of my face. So I'm not really seeing any claims on the actual stick foundation, but this is like the first stick that I'm actually using. Let's see how much we actually get in this product. So not a whole lot, but again, it's not expensive. So you get 0.42 ounces or 12 grams. I think I paid $5.99 for this, so it's not too bad. So let's just go ahead and very creamy. I feel like I have hair like loose somewhere. I do. There we go. So I'm just applying the foundation like I normally would. So, oh, it looks scary. I'm gonna take my beauty blender. It's blending very easily. I always do drag it down a little bit, and I'm actually going to, this beauty blender is a little stiff, so I'm just going to spray some primer water on it. There we go. I'm actually going to take, let's do this foundation brush from It for Ulta and see if it, oh yeah. I think I like the way that it blends better with a brush versus a beauty blender. And you guys know I'm usually a beauty blender queen with applying my foundation. So that's one layer, not a whole lot of coverage, so I think I'm gonna go in and do a second layer just to really get the amount of coverage that I'm wanting. So keep this in mind too, that, you know, if you do build up the foundation, you're gonna go through it a lot faster being it a stick. Oh, picked up see, I picked up the beauty blender again right away. So yeah, I can already see a difference in applying 2 layers. It does build up pretty nice. Actually, that's pretty nice. Not complaining. I do like the regular Wet n Wild foundation as well. So that is after 2 layers. I think it looks pretty good. It's not full coverage. I do have a bit of a breakout there. So not 100% full coverage, but it is medium to buildable, I would say, or light to buildable. Light to medium. So if you want a more natural finish, I would go with this for sure. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply all the rest of my products. That way we get a good example of how it builds after you put all your products on. I'm using my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in Light. Only thing I don't like about this is the actual applicator, but it is a really good concealer. And I'm just applying all the rest of my makeup like I normally would per usual. As you can see, I mean, that blends out so nice and it wears beautifully. And it gives the under eye just a little bit of brightness. And I do want to tell you guys, I am so sorry for my inconsistencies lately. It's been a wild, like, 2 months here. Mom had surgery on her left hand, on her ring finger and middle finger. She actually fractured, like, the bone right here. And her middle finger was a trigger finger. So the doctor just did both of them at the same time. She is almost back to being 100%, thank God. Love Mom, but with her only having 1 arm to use, it's not fun. I am going to go ahead and set my face now with my Pure Press Mineral Makeup 4-in-1, and this is in Light. So it was a hectic time. I'm using my e.l.f. Total Face brush for this, or Total Face brush. I cannot talk today. So it was, you know, taking up a lot of everybody's time, just helping out and trying to not make her use that hand as much. And I've been dealing with some things personally, and it's been a little stressful from time to time, but it's still an ongoing process right now, but hopefully soon things will come to a closure. I am having problems with my knees, mainly my left one. It's just not wanting to work at all for me. It's not fun at all. For bronzer, I'm going in with my Physicians Butter Bronzer, and I am using my e.l.f. Angled Blush Brush. I use this for my bronzer and my blush. Just kind of a 2-in-1 brush. And this just gives back, look at that, gives back just a nice warm glow. but I do want to kind of do all of these steps on camera so you can kind of see the finished result, how everything applies on top of the foundation. And also it gives the foundation a little bit of time to set in case there's any oxidation. And this is just such a great bronzer, like all year, because of the color, the warmth of it. And it smells great. So, you know, the winter months when you're like really missing the warm weather and all the flavors, just smell your bronzer. It smells so good. All the Physicians Formula Butter line smells really, really good. For blush, I'm going in with my Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten in Honeysuckle. This color is so beautiful. Absolutely love it. And she is pigmented. It gives you a little bit of shine, not a whole lot. Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. Love it. And so far, everything's applying really, really good on top of this foundation. Nothing's really catching or bunching together or any of that. So I'm loving that a lot. For highlighter, I'm going in with my Makeup Revolution. This is the Shimmer Brick in Radiant. And I use the e.l.f. highlighting brush all the time. And I'm just going to kind of mix all the colors together, which is what I normally do. I mean, look at that. Oh, so pretty. Makeup Revolution you can find at Ulta, and it is all very, very affordable. You guys know that I love my drugstore brands, but you know, I do like my high-end products just as much. I'll do just a little bit on my Cupid's bow. Okay, maybe a lot on my Cupid's bow. Oops. But look at that, it is so pretty. And then I do like to take just a smaller brush. I'm going to use my Jaclyn Hill and Morphe JH40 and do the same thing with running the brush around it. And I like to highlight my brow bone with the same face highlighter that I use. And it just gives that extra little pop. So now I want to go in and finish up my lower lash line. I'm going to go into my Makeup Revolution Emily the Once palette. And I'm going to go in with the shade Family, which is a nice purple, and just kind of smoke out my lower lash line. Because the palette that I use today doesn't really have a matte purple. So we're going to take that and we're just going to kind of blend that out a little. I smoked it out a little too much. As you guys can see, the Emily palette is very, very pigmented. Love it. Go back in and smoke out this side. I don't know if you guys can hear that bird chirping. We have like a bird's nest in one of our trees and they had babies, and these birds are so aggravating in the middle of the night. That's all you hear when you're trying to sleep. And then I'll take my Jaclyn Hill brush and just kind of smoke it out a little bit more. Okay, so that is everything. Actually, I want to use my Physicians Formula. It's a powder palette multicolored custom bronzer for blondes, but I actually use this just to kind of put everything like an extra step with setting the powder, and it gives a nice glow. Just a little brush. And let's see, for lipstick, I think I'm gonna go with, let's go with a neutral. We're gonna go with Urban Decay Vice in Kinky. And this is the final look. Let's take the ears out. And let's look at my skin real quick. Get a little bit of a close-up. I actually really like this foundation. It's more of a light to medium buildable foundation. Everything went on beautifully on top of it. In case you're wondering what's on my eyes, I used my Too Faced Chocolate Gold Bar. I used these shades So Bougie, Cocoa Truffle, Decadent, and Living Lavish. I also did use Rich Girl on the inner corner. And then just as a little extra color, I did use my Wet n Wild metallic liquid eyeshadow in Moonlight Majesty, just to pop it on there, just to give a little bit of an extra color, dimension, all that jazz. But I think everything went on beautifully on top of this foundation. Let me know what you guys think, if you like the foundation, if you think, you know, what you think about it, if you've tried it. Comment in the section below, leave a comment. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give the video a huge thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.